A quick shout out to @NightWatcherNW on YouTube for inspiring this video. In this video, I'm breaking down my top 21 picks for vanilla plus mods. Mods that keep the charm of Minecraft intact while enhancing your experience in all the right ways. Stick around to the end of the video for a mod that's super unique and criminally underrated. And before we get started, this mod showcase will be recorded in 1.20.1, but most of these mods will work in later versions as well. Alright, I'm Avo, and let's jump in. Alright, first up, let's talk about the essentials. Whether you're still using Optifine or rocking Oculus with Sodium or Embeddium, these mods are a must for smoother gameplay, improved FPS, and support for stunning shaders. In this video, I'm using Oculus, Embeddium, and Embeddium Rubidium Extra together to get the most out of my setup. Coming in at number 2 is Saro's Fruit Trees. Look, vanilla Minecraft is great, but you know what's better? Vanilla Minecraft, but with fruit trees. And that's where Saro's Fruit Trees comes in. Saro's Fruit Trees introduce apple, orange, and even golden apple bearing trees that not only look beautiful, but also add a touch of realism and convenience to your game. If you're like me, then you hate how hard it is to get apples in Minecraft. Well, now you can spend more energy hating other things like your overweight boss because Saro's Fruit Trees has you covered. Coming in at number 3 is the AppleSkin HUD mod. This mod is one of those simple but game-changing tweaks. Ever wonder how much saturation you're getting from your food, or how long until you lose a single hunger bar? Well, AppleSkin shows it all in your HUD, giving you the info you need to make better food choices in-game, and you can finally end that debate with your annoying 7-year-old brain rot brother on if steak or pork chops are better to take mining with you. Next up, let's talk about paintings. Now don't get me wrong, vanilla paintings are great, but sometimes you just need more variety. Enter Macaw's paintings. This mod adds tons of new paintings for you to display in your house. While this mod won't necessarily blow your mind, it will give you some much needed options when creating your next base. Now moving over into number 5 is Backpacked. Backpacked is one of my favorite mods on this list because of how vanilla friendly it is. And don't worry, this isn't going to be copy pasted from my last video where I also covered backpacks. In that video, I showed you guys sophisticated backpacks. And while I love that mod, it isn't really vanilla friendly. Backpacked, on the other hand, is very vanilla friendly. Look, exploration is one of the best parts of Minecraft, but running out of inventory space halfway through an adventure isn't. Backpacked fixes this issue and introduces new items like a backpack shelf so that you can display your backpacks, a backpack challenge screen for you to complete challenges to get new designs, and a few new enchantments for you to beef up your backpack even more in the future. If you're in the market for a simple vanilla friendly backpack mod, look no further than Backpacked. Coming in at number 6 is Fast Leaf Decay. That's it. Next mod. Coming in at number 7 is Falling Leaves. If you're into aesthetics, then Falling Leaves is an absolute gem. It adds a subtle particle effect where leaves gently fall from trees, creating a serene, atmospheric vibe. The best part, it works with most modded trees as well, not just vanilla ones. You can even customize the falling rate, making it feel more like autumn year-round or just a light sprinkle of leaves. It's a purely visual mod, but it adds a level of immersion that makes your world feel more alive. Coming in at number 8 is Controlling. Ever try to rebind a key in Minecraft and get overwhelmed by the giant list of controls? Controlling is the hero we don't deserve, but it's the one that we need. This mod makes it ridiculously easy to manage keybinds by adding a search bar and highlighting conflicts. It's especially helpful when you're running a heavily modded setup with multiple overlapping keybinds. No more guessing which mod is causing problems, you'll know instantly. And fixing it is just a click away. Next up at number 9 is Inventory Tweaks, Refoxed. Organization is key, literally. So Inventory Tweaks Refoxed is the updated version of the classic mod that lets you sort your inventory with just one click. It automatically replaces broken tools in your hotbar, stacks items neatly, and even lets you customize sorting rules. It's a massive time saver, especially if you are a builder or someone who likes to hoard items. This mod works seamlessly with both vanilla and modded inventories, so you never have to worry about mod conflicts, making it a must-have for every playthrough. Moving over to number 10 is Jade. Jade is a tooltip mod that feels like having an in-game encyclopedia at your fingertip. Hover over a block and it tells you exactly what it is, along with its properties, mod origin, and even data like growth stages for crops. It's incredibly useful for learning new mods or even just remembering what certain blocks do. However, some purists might feel like it's a bit too modern, as it does give you information you wouldn't normally have. If you're okay with the game giving you knowledge you wouldn't otherwise have, it's a game changer for exploration and farming. Moving over to number 11 is actually 2 mods, because you're not my mom and you can't tell me what to do, Mr. John Smith. These 2 mods mods are like Peanut Butter and Jelly, or John Smith's mom and Macaw. Amazing on their own, but together, they create something truly special. Nature Arise adds vibrant, new biomes, lush foliage, and natural features that blend beautifully with vanilla, while Tectonic takes it up a notch by reworking terrain generation, giving you sweeping landscapes and stunning cliffs that look like something straight out of a fantasy movie. What's great is that they don't feel out of place. These biomes and terrain enhancements feel like they could have been part of Minecraft all along, and if you want to, you can even add mods like Biomes of Plenty or Terralith in here as well, but those don't really fit my definition of Vanilla Plus. Moving on over to number 12 is Roughly Enough Items or any similar mod. Crafting in Minecraft can sometimes feel like a memory game, especially when you start adding a ton of mods into the mix. Luckily, we have mods like REI. Now, Roughly Enough Items is a recipe viewer that makes crafting a breeze. All you have to do is open your inventory and you can instantly search for recipes, check for what an item is used for, or find alternatives. And like I mentioned earlier, it's especially handy for modded gameplay, where remembering every crafting recipe can feel overwhelming. While it might feel a bit too cheaty for some purists, it's hard to argue with how much easier it makes the game. If you're playing a playthrough with a lot of mods, I recommend REI or one of its equivalents. Moving over to number 13 is the Gravestone mod. Now let's face it, dying in Minecraft can be heartbreaking, especially when you lose all your gear in a lava pit. Gravestone mod solves this by creating a gravestone at your death location that safely stores all your items. But by far my favorite part of this mod is how the gravestones come with a little RIP marker, reminding me that my hopes and dreams have also died, and unlike my inventory, I can't get those back. Now it's great for survival players who hate the grind of regathering all of your lost items and want a fair way to recover their inventory. Alright, next up at number 14 is Better Third Person. Now Minecraft's third person camera has always been functional, but not exactly smooth, and Better Third Person fixes this by making character movements feel more fluid and more natural. It's perfect for creators who want dynamic angles in their build, or for players who just enjoy seeing their characters in action. Whether you're admiring your custom skin, or just taking a cool screenshot, this mod makes the experience so much better. Walking over to number 15 is Better Animations and Animation Overhaul. While vanilla mobs are iconic, their stiff movements can feel a little outdated. Better Animations breathes new life into the game by giving mobs smoother, more dynamic movements. Think wolves wagging their tails, sheep bending down to eat, or spiders looking like that. These changes are subtle enough to keep the vanilla charm, but make your world feel more alive and engaging. And Animation Overhaul focuses on your player character, giving you a more fluid third-person walk and attack animation, which is perfect for playing with your friends. And speaking of playing with your friends, let's move on to the next part of the video. Moving our way into number 16 is Dynamic Sounds. While this mod has absolutely nothing to do with your friends, it does have to do with the sound design. This mod enhances the audio experience by adding environmental sound effects that respond to your surroundings. For example, you'll hear subtle creepy cave sounds when you're mining, the singing of birds in forests, or the sound of roaring winds when you're high up. The sound dynamically adjusts based on what you're doing and where you're at, making your world feel more immersive than ever. Ever wanted to just take a break and relax by your campfire, or just hit a pose and take a screenshot? Well, Sitting Plus lets you do exactly that. You can sit on slabs, stairs, or even the ground, making your builds feel interactive and alive. It's a small change, but it adds so much to the role-playing aspect of Minecraft. It also changes poses for different items like swords or axes, and like I mentioned earlier, it's great for screenshots and content creation if you want to show off your character in action. Coming in at number 18 is Farmer's Delight. Farming and cooking in vanilla Minecraft are functional but limited. Farmer's Delight changes the game. It adds new crops like tomatoes, onions, and rice, which you can use to craft meals like stuffed pumpkins and shepherd pies. The mod also introduces tools like the cooking pot and cutting board, which feel like natural extension of vanilla mechanics. And here's the best part. These meals don't just look good, they restore more hunger and saturation, making them worth the effort. And pairing this mod with the AppleSkin mod from earlier is an absolute no-brainer. Whether you're a hardcore farmer or just want to spice up your gameplay, this mod is a must-try for any Vanilla Plus playthrough. Coming in at number 19 is Comforts. When you're on the go in Minecraft, carrying a bed around can be pretty inconvenient. That's where the mod comforts shine. This mod introduces sleeping bags and hammocks in 16 different colors, giving you flexible options for sleeping through the night or skipping the day. The best part, neither reset your spawn point, so you can rest without worrying about losing your home location. It's perfect for those times when you die in a hard location and need to restock at your base before heading back in for more violence. If you haven't tried the Comforts mod yet, I think it would be a great addition to your Vanilla Plus playthrough. Sliding into our number 20 spot is anything from Young. Young's mods are a much needed upgrade to vanilla structures. Whether it's dungeons, caves, mineshafts, or strongholds, Young reimagines these locations with more detail and complexity while staying true to Minecraft's original style. For example, Young's better mineshafts add sprawling networks with thematic rooms, making exploring them feel like a real adventure. Let's face it, most of Minecraft's vanilla structures are pretty outdated, and these mods are a perfect fit to completely fix that problem. Young's mods are perfect for anyone who loves exploration and wants vanilla structures to have a bit more personality and depth when wandering around. And before we get to our 21st pick, which I believe is really unique and fits the Vanilla Plus style we are going for perfectly, I'd like to remind everyone that if you enjoyed this video, just to lightly tap that like and subscribe button, and if you have any mods you'd like me to try in the future, or if you just hate me and want to let me know, leave a comment down below. Alright, let's get back to the list. Alright, finally finding our way into our number 21 spot is MapAtlas. MapAtlas is a mod that's perfect for adventurers and explorers. It acts like a real-world atlas, letting you store, view, and organize maps all in one place. No more fumbling through your inventory looking for the right map. It's all neatly accessible. The design is also beautifully minimal, fitting perfectly right into the vanilla aesthetic. You can carry this map in your offhand slot if you want to use this as a regular map, or you can place it in one of your hotbar slots and it would turn into a mini map instead that actually makes sense as to why it's there. I think MapAtlas is the perfect in-between for vanilla Minecraft while still having the accessibility of a mini map. If you haven't tried MapAtlas yet, go give it a try and let me know what you think. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.